Louis E. Chavari is a Director General of the Nuclear Energy Agency. That is a branch of the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, or the OECD. Mr. E. Chavari, thank you for being with us. Let me start with this. As we just mentioned, Japan has more than doubled an initial estimate on the amount of radiation that leaked from the Fukushima plant, also adding that fuel rods melted down in 3 reactors faster than earlier thought. What's next in this disaster? Can we totally rule out a total meltdown at Fukushima?
Well, I think that we don't expect to have an aggravation of the situation in Fukushima. What they are releasing little by little is the information they have, especially about the estimation of these 2 things. One, all the radioactivity which has been released, and the other thing is about the extension of the core meltdown. But I have to say that these 2 things are very important, but the most important thing is the radiation which has been released and has contaminated areas. This is a different issue, and this is our main concern.
Okay, out of this meeting in Paris and others to come, to be sure, do you expect that there will ultimately be new safety recommendations to maximize the safety of civilian nuclear power plants around the world, really?
Yes, I think that we have learned in Fukushima that natural events can be much higher than we thought before, and it is very important to improve and to reinforce the IAEA safety standards. So the process of starting to review those standards has started yet already, and this meeting has been given a political thrust to that. In addition to this, not only the standards are going to be improved, also there is a clear recommendation of enhancing the Nuclear Safety Convention, which is a legally binding international agreement which implies cooperation between countries and the possibility of putting peer pressure on all the countries.
Yeah, should countries with nuclear power plants be testing for more scenarios than maybe they have to this point, maybe testing for outside fires and flooding and events like that?
Yes, this is totally correct. And not only individual or independent events, also the combination. In Fukushima, we have had at the same time a big earthquake, bigger than we thought that could happen, and a tremendous tsunami, both at the same time affecting a nuclear power plant. This is a clear lessons we have learned, and logically this is going to be included in the safety standards.
Do you believe Germany's decision to drop nuclear power poses a threat to European energy security, that there could be widespread blackouts in the winter, for example? That certainly is the view of the director of the International Energy Agency.
Well, I think that from the energy security point of view, the decision of Germany is a challenge. It's a challenge because it's not only going to jeopardize to some extent the security of supply, also is going to imply higher electricity prices in Germany, and also because the emissions of CO2 are going to increase. So from that point of view, if this is spread around Europe, it will be a big problem. In any case, I think we have to give time to the time and to see how the things evolve. But it is true that from the energy security point of view, nuclear energy, which is now about 30% of the electricity of the Union, is a very important element. So we think that it has to be, any political decision has to be seen also from that angle.
Okay, Mr. E. Chavari, we appreciate your time. Thank you, sir.